And Tommy's like flipping out. He don't know what to do, but here's what happens. Everyone at Roosevelt Raceway knew that race was fixed, and they were going nuts about it. How could the price be that low? Well, organized crime is everywhere. A guy who was a manager at Roosevelt Raceway ran up to our guys and said to them, one of the code words we use is, who are you with? Or are you with anybody? And Tommy was always told, Tommy was always told, if somebody asks you, who are you with? Or, your answer is, I'm with John from 101st Avenue. So Tommy gives the guy the answer, and the guy's like, I figured that. He goes, listen to me. You guys have destroyed the pool here. You need to get out of here. You're going to get locked up. Take the tickets with you. Go right back to, John's club and tell him what happened. So that's what those guys did. Now, the second problem was a lot bigger problem. This was a life and death problem. Tony Megale's uncle, who was also involved in the horse race fixing, Cosmos, Sandalo, I believe his last name was, they sent word immediately to Neil's headquarters on Mulberry Street that somebody has picked off our information. They thought it was an internal leak. Like they had maybe, I'm guessing, 10 guys at these tracks that would make the bets. So they figured somebody leaked it to their friend, but they knew somebody leaked it. A race that's supposed to pay a $500 triplet pays $125. Again, using round numbers for your listeners, the exact numbers are right in Made on Long Island for that particular race. It's red flags. It's law enforcement everywhere. So they wanted blood. Those guys were like, whoever leaked these numbers, whoever damaged the pool, because they're obviously damaging future operations. We need to get these people and we need to go. So when these guys went back to John Gotti's club, the Bergen on 101st Avenue, John was the one being the stand-up 100% guy that everyone says he was, and I 100% know he is. He took the blame. He's like, oh my gosh. He goes, I'm the idiot here. I'm the fuck up. I never told you guys what to bet and what not to bet. I just gave you the numbers and said, go bet. This is on me. And Tommy's account to me was, it was so serious. John Gotti got summoned immediately to go to Neil's club, the Raven Knight in Melbourne Street. And he told these guys, he told them, he goes, you might not see me again. He goes, I'm going to tell you, I deserve to get hit over this. And he was telling Angela the same thing. He goes, I'm probably not going to come back from this freaking meeting. I'm gone. And he said something, what Tommy accounted to us was, if I was the boss running the show and somebody screwed up like this, I would probably bury them too. So John really thought when he's going to Mulberry Street, he was going to get killed. This is going to tie everything together for you guys. It's an incredible John Gotti story nobody ever heard. So John goes over to...
So before you go ahead, let me just see for everybody listening if I've got this right. Right now, the mob thinks that somebody who was supposed to just make small bets, one of the 10 guys they had at Trex to try and get the bets small and unnoticed, has leaked it. Somebody placed a massive bet which exposed the entire organization to this potential police action with the race fixing. And now they're all angry and looking for blood, and they think there's a mole, and the mole is going to get whacked. Is that about right?
You are 100% correct, and used a very excellent term for the listeners, unnoticed. The key to this operation, and it went on for many years, if not decades, was to be unnoticed, fly under the radar, bet small bets. And here our guys are, not knowing any better, making massive bets, damaging the pools. That's a great observation. The word unnoticed is key. That's how they wanted it. So John Gotti goes to Mulberry Street. When you get called in, you got to go. I mean, there's cases where guys knew they were going to get killed. There's just too many of them. Sonny Black is a common one. He knew he was going to get killed, and he says, I'm Cosa Nostra. I'm going to the meeting. Same with John. John wouldn't duck a meeting in a million years. Even though he sincerely told Angelo and everyone else, including Tommy, I'm probably not coming back from this meeting and I deserve it. That's what his attitude was. So this is where the fireworks in Connecticut with Tony's people, Tony Megale and Cosmos, comes into play. This is a crazy, crazy coincidence that probably saved John Gotti's life. And for people listening, you need to understand, at this point in time, John Gotti was pretty much an open enemy with Castellano, who was the boss. Castellano was looking for any reason to kill John Gotti. He was. And I think he would have used this reason to kill John Gotti. And in John Gotti's own words, he would have been justified in doing it. So listeners need to know how serious this was. So John Gotti pulls up to the meeting, And Cosmo and also, Tony we talked about, Tony Megale are there because they're involved in the horse racing. And they get to have a few minutes with John Gotti before they're called up to the meeting. Now, if there was somebody outside, it could be anybody, Tommy Bilotti or even Neil Delacroce, they would have told these guys, we don't want you to talk to each other. Get upstairs to the meeting. That didn't happen. John was able to walk with Cosmo and Tony, and John came clean to Tony, and it's all detailed and made in Long Island. And he said, look, there's no mall in here. I'm a fucking idiot. I gave these kids the information and I gave them the numbers, and the fuck up is me, and I'm the one that deserves to take the hit for this, and if not, get whacked. And Tony's like, which kids are we talking about? And John told him. Tony's like, are you kidding me? He goes, those guys came up to our house. I love those guys. Those guys are freaking great. I'm glad you told me this, John, because me and my uncle came here wanting to kill people for this. He goes, we're not letting that happen. Those are great, great kids. You see what just happened here? We tied together the fireworks story with the horse racing story.
Wow.
So Tony says to John, he goes, let me figure a way out of this. He goes, let's go up to the meeting. Don't say a word, John. I'll do all the talking. So in the middle of the meeting, when Castellano, everyone's all mad, Tony says, listen, we found out who it was. It's a guy on our side. And as a joke, I remember Tommy recounted this for us. They had a construction project going on then at the Cross Bronx Expressway, I believe, if I have it remembered correctly. And he said, I'd like to put this guy into the construction project, which means,
yeah,
cut him up and put him in the freaking cement and the tar. And they gave him permission to do it. Now, keep in mind, this was not a real person. It was Tony making sure that no harm came to John Gotti and no harm came to us. But John thought he was getting killed at that meeting. And if he didn't meet Tony outside with Cosmo by chance before they went into the meeting, I believe for sure, and John does too, that Castellano would have said, hey, John broke the rules. He broke everything. He broke a murder on this. You name it. He should never have given our guys the horse racing tips. And if he did, he should have given them instructions what to do. And that chance meeting saved our lives of John Gotti and other people. And it all happened because of crazy fireworks. If Angelo didn't blow the order, we never would have even met Tony. When we were running around at this age, we're meeting guy after guy. We didn't even know who these people were. They could be in a bar and it'd be some capo, and we'd have to be explained who these people were. There was so many people. But Tony had the best time. He said his kids, I guess grandkids, everybody, the whole neighborhood. They blew that neighborhood up. I mean, I was there with the fireworks show. It was insane. He said everybody, including the feds doing the surveillance, loved to watch the show and loved what we did. And he's like, there's no way I'm hanging these guys out. So that's a wild John Gotti story that nobody ever heard.